Hey everyone, it's your buddy Crypto Profit back with another video, and today we're going to be taking a quick look at Bittorrent BTT. We see it about 11.82% increase in the last 24 hours. And we do basically daily updates on Bittorrent BTT and so many other altcoins. So make sure to quickly subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and like the video before we get started. So at this 0.004 price point right now, we have seen a great recovery. Like I said, 11.82% in the last 24 hours. If we take a look at the last week and month, pretty much every altcoin is down. Unfortunately, we had a massive drop, a massive dip, or a correction. And a lot of people are calling it a crash. We saw a massive crash, we'll go with, in the last couple of days. Obviously, it kind of bottomed out May 23rd, about 12 p.m. A lot of people are seeing some crazy entry points for a lot of different coins. Bittorrent was not an exception. There was really no coin that made it through without having a major correction. So I think this is going to be actually good for Bittorrent, having another chance of, really showing what it's made of. I think a lot of people are really looking for these new altcoins that have such low prices. A lot of people don't understand, it's all about market cap. It's not about the prices or the value of the coin. So a lot of people are probably going to be jumping into Bittorrent with that 0.004 price point. A lot of people are thinking that's very cheap. They can afford so many of them. It'll look so good. Like I said, though, guys, it is, if you don't know already, it's always about, that market cap. So if the market cap is higher, it is obviously going to take more money to move that price point. If the market cap is lower, it's going to take less money to move that price point. So just to keep that into consideration when you're investing. But one thing I want to say about Bittorrent is it definitely has a volume, capable of moving the market. So capable of moving the coin's value, I should say. $985.1 million in the last 24 hours is a fairly good volume amount to have when the market cap's only at 2.6 billion. There is a couple different things I want to take a look at today. A lot of different tweets talking about the most recent really weekly report. Bittorrent does a weekly report pretty much every Sunday. They put out their report, and I want to talk about the most recent one. They actually tweeted it out a couple days late, so May 25th, 2021. So it came out today very early this morning, and I want to talk about what's really going on with Bittorrent and what can we expect really for the months of May, June, and 2021 at the end of the video. So we will be doing price predictions, and remember, guys, this is not financial advice, so always do your own research before investing. So to start off, we see last week in Bittorrent, official DLive has closed signups for the Dead by BHVR event, and the first round of the tournament began last weekend. BTFS improved the fairness of the whole network contract acquisition. So this is huge as well. Not much really updates that we would really expect. We want to, a little bit more than what we're getting. A lot of people are waiting, though. When you hear these announcements, it's too late. The price already will move up. So a lot of people are expecting big announcements here in the upcoming weeks and months ahead. So BTFS improved the fairness of the whole network contract acquisition is definitely a good thing. And they go a little bit more into detail on these updates in the Medium. If you guys want to take a look at the Medium, definitely just click in and read about it, because there's a lot going on in the upcoming weeks. They give you kind of more information on the data, as well as statistics. So if you guys want to look at some stats or statistics, you definitely can jump into the Medium and take a look. But we're going to take a look at the next thing online. It's going to be BTFS ScanV 1.2 is now released. New features include more types of data displayed on the homepage, UI optimization, bringing a more user-friendly experience. So you can read more about that as well. Obviously, any kind of release for any coin you're invested in is always a good thing. It just shows more progress to, that end result. And I think, this is exactly what we need from Bittorrent, is more of this and faster. And I guess we need more transparency about what this means for Bittorrent as a whole. Obviously, it means we're getting closer to that end result of, having a successful product or having a successful coin that actually has so much utility like they're, kind of hinting at. But, really, we have a lot of people starting to wonder about Bittorrent. With this most recent crash, it does give it a chance of a of a breather, I should say, because a lot of people were expecting big things, and we weren't moving much at all. So now we obviously went down with pretty much every other altcoin in the crypto space. We went down and corrected and are starting this accumulation stage. And Bittorrent's actually doing a really good job at recovering. If you go to the last 24 hours, like I said, 11.82% increase. Now at that, still at 11.82% actually on the increase. So it's showing that it does have a great recovery on board, coming from that 0.0036 all the way up to that 0.004. We'll continue to see and monitor where this goes from here. But like I said, it's going in the right direction. It's exactly what people want to see. We also have the upcoming AMA with Toko Crypto. So if you guys don't know, I'm not sure, TK Harmonda, COO, of Toko Crypto, will join AMA on TKO Angels Battle of the Realms in our Telegram group. So this is good. You can post your questions and comments. Select users will receive rewards. So it's great to see, AMA going on and BitTorrent being a part of that. So jumping into BitTorrent, if you guys didn't know, they have over 200 million wallets, over 2 billion users, and 100 million MAU. If you don't know this as well, this is a big deal. This is why a lot of people are so really invested in BitTorrent, and they believe it has such a big future. I guess we just aren't there yet, is a lot of people's thoughts. So the BitTorrent protocol used by Netflix, it's used by Facebook, Google, Twitter, Lionsgate, and DLive. These are massive companies. Obviously, the first four are bigger than the last two, but seriously, Netflix, Facebook, Google, Twitter, Lionsgate, DLive, great, really companies that use BitTorrent protocol, and that's going to show that they do have massive potential in the long-term future. Taking a look at the website real quick, we're going to do a brief overview, and then we're going to jump into price predictions for May, June in 2021. They talk about the use cases. So obviously, BitTorrent speed, get faster download speeds, and BTT token rewards. They talk about how it works and how you can get started, obviously, with the free downloads using BitTorrent Web, uTorrent Classic, and uTorrent Web. Then they talk about BitTorrent file system. So BTFS is both a protocol and network implementation that provides a P2P mechanism for storing and sharing digital content in a decentralized filing system. So BTFS, obviously being decentralized, has a lot, a lot of promises behind it that traditional file storage systems don't have. So that obviously includes things like single entity, the ability for governments to censor, higher costs, and low fault tolerance. So we also see that DLive integration is coming. So soon BTT will be introduced to the DLive ecosystem to power virtual gifting, subscriptions, and viewer rewards. A lot of people are very excited about a lot of different things about BTT, and they're all going to be big upgrades and updates that a lot of us are going to be happy about when they do come. And BTFS is definitely one of the bigger ones coming soon, and we've talked about this one quite a bit. We haven't gotten too many updates that show how close we are to this release, but a lot of us are banking on BTFS coming soon, and when it does come, a lot of us are going to be very, very happy about the price increase, in my opinion. Seeing the exchanges as well, so exchanges listing on BitTorrent, they have Binance, KuCoin, so many different ones, Gate.io. If you guys want to take advantage of those, I definitely have links to those, referral links to those in the description below. It'll help support the channel. It'll help you as well, get you guys a little bonus before starting on the exchange. So jumping into the price predictions now, going back to BitTorrent, seeing that price point at that 0.004 still, it's at a price point that I would say is still a fairly good entry point. We talked about BitTorrent ever since I would say before this increase, really, and then we saw this massive decrease or accumulation period that we thought was happening here. Unfortunately, if we didn't have this market correction, we did have some looks like it was going to continue on the way up, an uptrend, and unfortunately we are in accumulation period with pretty much every other altcoin. So we'll see what takes place, and we'll see if the uptrend continues on. But by the end of May, if we can just stabilize above a 0.0045, a lot of people would be very happy. I think that would be a move in the right direction. Going into the end of June, a lot of people are hoping for a 0.006. If we could get back to that 0.006 that we were at for quite some time, that would be a definite path in the right direction. So by the end of June, a 0.006 to about 0.007, if we can get in that range, that would be, like I said, a path in the right direction. Hopefully this accumulation stage doesn't take too long. If we get back to the bull run soon enough, I do suspect BitTorrent will start to see some increases. Like I said, a lot of new people to the crypto space, seeing the price value at that 0.004, are going to think they can make a ton of money on this, and they won't look at the market cap. Obviously, you can make a ton of money on this, but not as much as probably they're thinking. They're probably thinking, oh, it's 0.004, it can go to $1 overnight. And unfortunately, that's not the case with a $2.6 billion market cap. That's just not going to happen. But going into the end of the year or end of the bull run specifically, I think BitTorrent will find a new all-time high right around a 4 to 5 cent price point. I do think that definitely depends on, like I said, how long this bull run goes and how long, we're at this accumulation stage. So 4 to 5 cents is definitely out there. Realistically and conservatively, these are usually what I would like to stick to. I'm going to say 2 to 3 cents by the end of the bull run. So we'll see what BitTorrent does. It could definitely do much more than that. It does depend a lot on the updates and announcements that we get from BitTorrent. Things like this that we got recently aren't enough to really push that price. BTFS scan release, and then they talk about their weekly update with didn't have too much. Obviously, BTFS improved the fairness of the whole network contract acquisition, so hopefully they're getting closer to that release as they are continuing to work on it. But for the most part, nothing too special today with BitTorrent. I just wanted to give you guys an update with this most recent crash, keep you guys sane, hopefully, as we're to a 9.65% increase in the last 24 hours. So like I said, the recovery has been fairly good for BitTorrent. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'll see you guys all in the next one. Make sure to quickly subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and like the video.